take two. Take two. Oh no, I don't know. No, it didn't ask me. It didn't ask me if I wanted a group. Was it? I don't know. You can share it in the group. Okay, take two. Instead of starting a recording, what I did is stop the live, as you do when you're doing lives. And okay, that's live. Don't do that again. Stay away from the live button and record to the cloud. Right. So, are we shared yet? Sorry, I've got my lovely producer on today, the lovely Yvette. Time for a haircut. Shall I go out and get a haircut? Maybe not. So just let me know when we're ready to go and I can go in some way, shape or form. So it's Caroline from Bubbly Maths, and today we are talking about shadows, and we're just waiting for all the shares to happen because we had it all ready to go at 8 o'clock on the dot, and instead of pressing record, I pressed stop the live. Is it working this time?
No, because you forgot to put the group.
Can I help?
No, you're good. Go ahead. Do what you do.
Do what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just get started. Fine, yeah. I'll just get started. I've got my instructions to get started. So what are we doing tomorrow in 13 hours time? So we've got cycles of sessions. So London time, 9 a.m. we actually do an activity for the young learners, and 8 p.m. London time we do a preparation. So the preparation today is about shadows, and what it is, it's about finding the representation of solid objects you can hold in your hand, and that is the important part. It's not about drawing an object, using your imagination to draw an object on a flat piece of paper. It's the opposite. It's actually, we're going to at 9 a.m. we're going to actually create shadows from solid objects. So what I want you to do is find solid objects. I've got this thing, I've got a packet of spices, I've got a packet of tea bags, I've got a roll of toilet paper. That'll be interesting to see what happens with that shadow. I've got some glue. Again, you've got the cylinder, and then we're going to see what happens with different, and I've made a little cube, and I've made a little pyramid, tetrahedron. Now, so we want to please get a bunch of things together in the morning, all the different shapes. If you've got some really unusual shapes, I'm going to see what shadows we can make. And what we've got in the resource, and the link to the resource will be above, what we've got in the resource is, I'm just going to lower the visualizer to make it a little bit easier for you to see. And I'm going to have a look at see what you are looking at, or I can just show you here, I guess. Yes, I can. So we're going to find lots of different things that can create these shadows, and in order to help you, in the guide we have some patterns that you can cut out. Now what I did is I got an old piece of cardboard. I got this one of this pattern, nice simple one, and I got a heavy pencil and drew heavily on it so that the pattern came out. Can you see it? Can you see it on there? It is actually I can see it quite clearly. You might not be able to see it. Oh yes, can you see there's a line down there? Woo, line down there and over there. You can see it quite clearly, and then I just got out a pair of scissors. And I'm optimizing it. I'm doing, I'll get 3 out of this piece of paper, this piece of card, and then I've got some more card. I could actually get 1, 2, I could get about 4 of these shapes that are in the packet, and I cut the first one out and I've made this with it. So it's going to be seeing what the shadows are. And the reason why we're doing this is that one of the most valuable gifts that you can give young learners is that when they see something on a flat 2-dimensional space, they can visualize what the actual solid shape is. So it's super important that whatever shape you find, it's something that the young learners can hold in their own hands. It's not, you don't want something super valuable that might break. It's something that the learners can hold in their own hands. They're going to get them to find as many as they can. And we're going to do the live tomorrow. I'll give you the chance to actually go out and find things, and so they can actually get the power to visualize. And so it's handling objects, experimenting, and it develops that power of visualization, which is so critical in mathematical thinking and abstract thinking. So we're training visualization and abstract thinking. Now, is that only useful in maths? Absolutely not. It's useful for problem solving in every aspect of life. It's useful for learning every aspect of life. So when you're doing maths, you start at an early age, having that ability to get an abstract concept in your head and process it really opens up the possibilities and opens up the imagination and the thirst for learning and curiosity. So the resources for this will be in a link down below. And not only that, we have 2 YouTube channels. We've got this video that you're watching right now will be going on the Bubbly Maths YouTube channel. I'll give you all the links below. And then we have the Maths Toys YouTube channel. Now, Maths Toys YouTube channel is very, very new, and all these resources that you see here, these are very, very special resources. They have been created by an organization called AIMSEC. The website's Aiming High, which is a nice concept. And the idea is that AIMSEC provides professional development for teachers in Africa, in disadvantaged areas, in rural areas where they really don't have much in the way of resources. So we do like to use things like cardboard, old bits of cardboard, basically trash, making maths from trash, and making toys. And it's about finding the games in maths and the maths in games. And so please do subscribe to the YouTube channel that is Maths Toys, and the Bubbly Maths YouTube channel as well. Now, what you get on the Maths Toys YouTube channel is a video that relates to, eventually we'll have a video that relates to every single resource on the Aiming High website. Now, these resources are intended to be very easy to access, as in to understand and to use. So because they're aimed at teachers who are in isolated places, who don't have a lot of resources around them, so they have to make things up themselves, and they don't have a lot of colleagues that they can just get together with on a regular basis. So it has to be easy to understand. They can sit down together and work it out for themselves, and therefore teachers, grown-ups could do that too. We are creating the videos to make it even more accessible, especially for home learning. And so there's that. There's the Making Maths Fun for Kids of All Ages group, where we're creating an environment and resources that will be helpful, and all these videos are on there. And then the AIMSEC YouTube page, and every single day on the AIMSEC YouTube page there's a new, just little meme with an activity, something to trigger your imagination and trigger your learning curiosity and your creative juices. And then of course there's the Bubbly Maths, our own Bubbly Maths page, which is the essence of everything that we do. If you want to see what Bubbly Maths do, we do some crazy things with soap bubbles and balloons. And now cardboard, whoopsie, everything's falling on the floor. Right, so we'll see you 9 o'clock in the morning, London time. And if you're seeing this on the rerun, then the sister video might already be out. So it's all about shadows. Search for the shadows and see you in the morning. Thank you for joining us.